Hi guys, I know I'm a bit delayed for this week's energy, but I'm about to talk a little bit about why this energy this month is going to be very interesting. I'm gonna do the weekly here, obviously, but I'm gonna do a whole month of what to expect, okay? And this actually has to deal with the whole month for the energy. So I'm not going to discuss that here. I'm going to discuss that in the monthly reading that I'll be doing shortly after this. So I'll be using a new, well, it's not a new deck, but technically it's called the New Vision deck. So you guys see. I'm using a different deck today, and I'm using my own oracles that I've made. So ahead and get this week started. I bet. How's everyone feeling? Just saw the word stressed out. Okay. Decisions. Too much talking, not enough action. Ooh. Let's get it started. Okay. Forward movement. Resistance to forward movement. Interesting. Bottom of the deck here, if you look here, so this is a different perspective. That's what the whole point of this tarot deck is. But what I see is the Chariot from behind, forward movement, but you see the guy, he actually, it's like looking back, doesn't trust to move forward. It's a resistance, like, I don't know. That's just what I'm gathering. Is this the right direction? A lot of indecisive energy right now, so makes sense. Let's go ahead and see. No, we're not going to get half the week out. We can do it a little bit at a time. Oh, there we go. Oh, speaking of indecisiveness, Two of Pentacles. So it's a decision you have to make regards to a communication. You've been given, some of you have been given an ultimatum. You're not even going to believe this. This is hilarious. And there are no such thing as accidents. I hit the table falls. That's a tower, and I thought, that's a tower moment. This popped out. It's very interesting, along with Temperance. I love it. Got to love the way the universe works, or in my case, Gene. Alright, so I'm just going to go through them all really quick, because this is a very interesting energy for you guys this week. No. Stop being in a hurry, by the way, guys. Take your time. There's that Eight of Pentacles. Take your time. Where am I at? Just one more. One more, please. Too much more. Come on. Work with me. Nope. Crazy energy. Come on, take a deep breath. Slow it down. Come on, Tarot. Thank you. Ooh. I usually don't read cards reverse, but it flew. You guys saw it, at least. I wonder if you guys did. So it went, and it went to reverse. It's both, though, and I'll explain why. So it came out reverse, which I'm going to read that side, but it's also the other way. Bottom. Ooh. So bottom of the deck was actually Justice. Justice card decides to fall off and became the Lovers. Very interesting. There's definitely decisions and choices being made, and there's balance. You have balance twice here. This is interesting. All right. So, it's getting juicy for a week. Alright, so second card after Two of Pentacles, you have the Tower. Then you have Temperance. Then you have Seven of Swords. Then you have Eight of Pentacles. Followed by the Magician and the Lovers in both ways. So, let me explain. Bottom of the deck, I'm keeping these two out. The Lovers and Justice. Some of you waiting for union with someone. Quite obvious here. Trying to force a union without doing the work. Someone needs to hear that. That's not going to happen. I'll tell you that. Someone trying to hurry up and be together with someone without doing any of the inner work. You're about to get interrupted. Just FYI. Someone had to hear that, and I'm very sorry that you're not trying to do the work. You're about to learn that karma very instantly, considering Saturn's always watching. Let's just say that. So you have to make a decision. This decision is regarding definitely a love. This decision is even regarding a passion for something. Some of you could be an artist and wondering, can you make money on your own as an artist? Can you sculpt? Can you paint? Can you design? Can you photograph? Can you do things artistically and make a living off of it? Because you have in the Pentacles, this is work, and there's creative work here. Some of you, can I create something on the media board like YouTube? Can I make it and actually succeed? This is a lot on your mind. This is a decision you have to make, whether or not to get a job, like a regular job, or go live out your passions. It's very conflicting, and you don't know what to do because you feel like the things you do passionately, you're not making an income out of, or you don't make enough income yet out of it. And it's causing confliction with your soul because you're looking, some of you are probably looking for that job, that 9-to-5 job, and your soul is not liking it. It's very interesting. Those of you who have, this is this week, by the way, so from Sunday to Saturday, and I know we're already at Wednesday, but you tell you what, you can be in this Two of Swords energy all week until Friday, and then the next day hit all this energy. Love how energy works. Anyways, this is probably the one time. Let's take a look. Okay, Gene. By the way, Gene is the universe if you don't follow me. That's how I see the universe. The name is Gene, like genetics. Tell me about that tower, please. That pops out right as I say it, universe. That's one I'm going to keep. Let's keep that one out. Tell me about this tower. Tell me about the tower. Then tell me about... Keep this up. So, as confirmed, if you regarding that work, some of you are in a place work-wise that's just causing a stagnant energy. So some of you are probably bored at what you do that 9-to-5, and you want to do something that you're more passionate and creative about, but you're worried about letting go because it has been financially supporting you, and you wonder if financially you couldn't support yourself through the things that you love to do. Life coaching just came through my mind. So some of you like coaching, communications. Okay. Yeah, speaking. Interesting. So some of you want to speak for a living, like a positive coach, and want to do seminars and things like that, because you actually have mouth here. Mouth is about verbal communication, and you have message, which is communication. So some of this is very much work related. So what I need for you guys is to take a deep breath too. Take a deep breath. Do not let this anxiousness get to you. Make this decision on your heart, but also do make the decision wisely. Don't stay in a place and not do anything about finding a passion. If you decide to stay in a place and job, still set the intention to look for what you want to do for a living. Or set the intention to how can I get what I want to do on board if I want to speak at seminars. So what's the next step? What kind of schooling is that providing? Research. Do things. Find your way. Don't try to do. And don't just jump right into something either, because it may not go well for you, especially with the Seven of Swords here. it may not be going well for you when you're indecisive and you just try to quickly go with something without having a good rational thought about it or meditation on it. Some of you have a deceptive energy, someone trying to get away with something, someone, let's take a look here. It's for some of you, you're trying to establish balance and get clear mind to what you want to do, whether it is love or work, but you're taking missteps to even get there, because you have a 7 of Swords. And he's taking 5 of them, and he's trying to hit back. He's trying to get, he's trying to get out of this thinking. If anything, he would try to go to the 6 of Swords, and he's trying to get clearer thinking. But he's very indecisive, and he just grabs the swords he can and takes off. And this means you just gather whatever thoughts you have in your mind in a cloudy moment, and you just go with the idea. That's not going to pay off well for you. Because you have the 5 of Swords at that point, and that's just going to be too much conflict. It's not going to be a payoff outcome, so to speak. You need to balance yourself and gain clarity. You need to gain a new perspective on certain situations, even if it's regard to love. There are some of you, when it comes to love, there's a communication that comes in, or maybe you find out something if you are not with this person, and this causes disappointment, and it makes you have to decide what you want to do. Do you want to keep working on this, or do you want to go and manifest something else? Do you want to keep, do you want to stay here, or do you want to leave? And then if you're on the special soulmate twin flame journey, and this kind of anything like that, this is a decision. This is a part of the stage where you are at, is where you need to surrender, actually, because you have surrender here. You need to surrender waiting for someone to come in, waiting. There's a difference between actively waiting and just waiting. And with these guys on the bottom of the deck, you are just waiting. If you're waiting for a relationship to start manifest, if you're waiting for someone to leave a relationship, you are a stagnant energy. And if you're not going to understand that or comprehend that for yourself, the universe is going to do that for you. And if the universe has to do it for you, it's not going to be a pretty way. FYI. So when a tower moment comes in and the universe had to intervene it for you because you wouldn't move, they're going to do it for you. It won't be a pretty sight. But when you do it, and I have a feeling you will, when you initiate the change, I'm not going to wait anymore. I'm tired of waiting for something that's not coming. You establish your result is balance. Your result is karmic balance. You have 2 balances here, and it is a connection coming in. Whether it's soulmate, with what you take will resonates with you, but this is a connection that comes in once you stop just sitting there and not doing anything. And like I said earlier, some are trying to. I did all this work. Where's my reward? The thing is, what did you do the work for then? Did you do it for this outcome of love or union, or did you do it for yourself? Because if you did it for yourself, you wouldn't be in a 7 of Swords energy. You would be in I did this for myself. I'm a manifester. I'm a magician. I'm making things happen. My hard work is paying off. I'm manifesting love. I am manifesting union. I am manifesting change that has a possible and positive outcome. It has a payoff. You're doing all of this. But if you went and did it for someone else or something else, then then that's not the outcome for you. You need to surrender your thoughts about, and again, this is coming for people who are on that twin flame journey. This is your thoughts about what it's supposed to be. Because I'll tell you right now, and this is probably not the first time you're going to hear it, or it's going to trigger you. This journey is not about a romantic partnership. Not everyone comes into union. Not everyone is a twin flame. If that triggers you, I've done my job. Thank you, universe. So, now we'll start you to surrender. Believe it or not, you need to be triggered in some cases so we can get the negative energy out of you. But for some of you who are just sitting here making wise, clear decisions, I see a beautiful outcome. And I think the reverse was stronger just because the fact that that just had to be said. But those of you who are making decisions and putting work on themselves for themselves and not for anyone else, that work is being paid off. And that work is a new love, a new job opportunity, a new way to find out what you want to do in your life. So if you discover a school and this is what you want to do, you want to speak, you want to create, there you go. You're going to find that way. The universe will come in and help find that way for you because you've earned it. You've waited long enough. It's time for things to come to fruition. If you walk away from just sitting there and waiting for an offer that's not coming in and stop giving yourself anxiety, you will get an offer. You will transform your life. If I keep going on, we'll just keep going on. But this is a 1 week reading, not a personal. You want a personal, you know what to do. All right, guys, so it looks like this can be a bit of an up and down energy if you allow it to be. And this is for this week. Make sure you make your decisions consciously with your heart, intuitively. Do not make irrational decisions. Balance yourself out. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Get clear thinking before you make a big informed decision or even a small decision, I was just told. And remember, this week you are the magician. You are a manifester. Manifest this, not this. Bye, guys.